with Jaylen Brown here, dude's getting he's getting stopped by some things that are going on around the league. I don't know if it's his views. I don't know if it's who he supports. It sounds like it's more than basketball. How about that? You mentioned Nike. There's something there. I don't know. I'm sure somebody will look at it and say Jason Tatum had something to do with it, right? To throw Tatum and Brown into it. I'm sure it's going to come out. You wait tomorrow, Skaz. There's going to be some show that says, do you think Jason Tatum had something to do at Nike where Jaylen Brown doesn't play on the USA basketball team? Because you know what? It's been going on for years.
He's getting the Isaiah treatment.
Exactly. That's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. But, let's throw in Tatum wanted this boy Derek White because that's his boy. And we love Nike and the sneakers. And they already had the commercial in the bag when they won the championship, right? Oh, get ready. Someone will do that tomorrow. Somebody. I don't know who. Some national person, maybe even a local person in the studio. I don't know. But it's going to get brought up that Jason Tatum's with Nike, that Jason Tatum is boys with Derek White. It will get mentioned. I'm telling you right now, they're going to try to bring up Brown and Tatum again, and can they coexist? Because this is how hard it is to repeat. This is how hard it is to win back-to-back. This is how hard it is once you've won. But when it comes to Jaylen Brown, him and Nike aren't going well. And I'm telling you, you're going to hear about Tatum and White, and did Tatum have a role in it? You're going to hear about it, and I bet you that Tatum's asked about it. But this guy has been snubbed, right? He has been snubbed. All NBA team, right? Now, granted, the guy's gotten paid. Didn't make All NBA, didn't make the Olympic team, was never considered a replacement, but he won Finals MVP, right? Of the NBA championship. I'm sure he's annoyed. I'm sure that's why he has an extra chip on his shoulder. Does he deserve to be there? Yes. This is not, at least, I'm going to say this. I don't think there's a problem between Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. But if there's a problem between Nike or Team USA basketball, that's a different story, and I think he has every right to be pissed about it.
So we like to play devil's advocate, Joe. It's part of the gig. Who is the most outspoken coach in the NBA right now?
Steve Kerr.
And who is the head coach of USA men's basketball?
Steve Kerr.
So, if they are holding things Jaylen has said against him, or, who he supports, his comments on Nike in the past, I don't know. Isn't that pretty hypocritical?
Yeah, but you're saying hypocritical of Kerr?
I'm saying hypocritical of Nike.
Of Nike. Okay, yes. And there's problems with Nike right now.
Absolutely.
There's a lot going on there. They're putting more into the Oregon football program than anything else right now.
But if we're to believe some of these, people are speculating. That's what happens. Unfortunately, fortunately, you want to look at it. When something like this happens, people speculate. And the speculation right now is that because Jaylen Brown has been outspoken against Nike, that may play partly into why he's not on the team.
Why has he been unspoken? Is it because of Kyrie Irving?
Kyrie was a big part of it.
Okay.
Kyrie also not on the team, a guy who you could say, might have deserved to be there.
Real quick, this is going to get mentioned. This is going to be a story.
Yeah, so for the people that are saying it's because of, his outspokenness or whatever, the head coach of this team is, maybe him or Popovich, if you want to, have that debate, fine. But he is one of the most outspoken coaches in not just the NBA, but all of professional sports. So it's definitely interesting. It's definitely worth a conversation because if you just look at Jaylen Brown, the player, there's no reason for him not to be on that roster.
The Tatum, Nike, boys with Derek White thing is going to be a topic of conversation. People are going to bring up, is there an issue with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum? And the next thing that's going to be brought up, as you mentioned, Steve Kerr. And the next thing that's going to be mentioned is Jaylen Brown, who's now calling all of those guys out. They're now going to they're going to call into question Jaylen Brown's relationship with Kyrie Irving. This is what's going to happen with this. This is why, this is the stuff that bothers me about basketball, the politics. Let's just call it what it is. This is politics. And quite frankly, it's been going on for a long time. A long time. And you're right. Kyrie Irving's not a part of this team. And quite frankly, I don't think Jaylen Brown, because of his loyalty to Kyrie Irving, also not a part of it. I don't know who to blame on that one, by the way. I don't really have a dog in the fight in that one. Some of Kyrie's comments I don't agree with. And I'm not trying to slam Jaylen Brown for backing his boy. All right? But right now, Jaylen Brown calling out Nike. He's calling them out. He was an omission when it came to the USA basketball men's team heading into the Paris Olympics. And it doesn't look like he's going to be a part of it. And it just got mentioned that maybe someone else was dealing with something. Kevin Durant.
Yeah, they're saying he's not going to play the next 2 games, but they expect him to be ready to go.
So who'd be the backup plan there? Not Jaylen Brown. I'm telling you that right now. Brown took a shot at Nike asking, this what we doing here? At Nike, is this what we're doing here? There is a connection between Nike and USA Basketball. They have a long relationship with the men's national team. Brown's posts are up for interpretation. Though they did get plenty of buzz on social media today, it was curious that Brown wasn't part of the initial 12-man roster, especially after coming off a stellar playoff run with the Celtics. Even without Brown, the Celtics still have plenty of representation on the team. Jason Tatum, Drew Holiday, and now Derek White. Brown's going to be on the outside looking in here. USA plays Canada tonight. We'll talk to Brian Barrett from The Ringer later on about this. But I'm telling you, tomorrow morning, you're going to hear this. Somebody. It's going to be, did Jason Tatum have involvement with keeping Jaylen Brown off the Olympic team? Because now his boy's on there. And I really, now that I think about this, it's great for us. We can talk about it. I don't think this is a story. I think this is Jaylen Brown standing up for his boy. Team USA Basketball has an agreement with Nike. Jaylen Brown has called out Nike in the past, and he's not going to be part of Team USA. That's what it is. That's been going on for years. He has every right to call him out. But I don't think this is a Jason Tatum, Derek White, Jaylen Brown conversation. But this is a Jaylen Brown conversation now. His loyalties and friendship to guys like Kyrie Irving are going to keep him off of potential lists or teams like the USA basketball team. If you like that clip, check out more videos from my show, The Joe Murray Show, here. For more Celtics analysis and opinion, hit this playlist.